Hi, friends, family, and fellow fatties. It's Series Sunday,
I'm Selena,
and I'm Rachel.
and this is CNR React. Today we're watching Game of Thrones Season 1, Episode 3.
Yay! Game of Thrones. Dun, dun.
If we're gonna see if Robb Stark finds out that it was the Lannisters who hurt his son, how that's gonna continue out, how the Lannisters are going to continue with their kind of plot, and just kind of see how it continues, see how
Right.
yeah, the prince and Sansa? Is that her name? Sansa, yeah. How that's going to continue with their story, as well as what's her name?
Arya.
Arya.
Mm-hmm.
I suck with names. I suck with everything. I have the most worst memory ever, which is actually pretty great. Like I've always hated it. But now I kind of am glad, because now this is pretty much a first time react for me, because I don't remember anything.
Right. And now Bran's awake.
Yes.
Woke up at the end.
Which was very, very... It was a lot in a couple of seconds. Like, the dog dying, and then suddenly he's awake, and so you're like, I'm so sad about the wolf.
Yeah.
Dire wolf. Because it's just an innocent...
I know, we hate when the innocents die. That's the thing.
That's probably why we are more sad about animals dying, is because they don't do things that humans do. They don't hate other people. They don't, they're just innocent. They're...
Yeah. People get more emotional about animals than a lot of the reactors I've watched, and me and everybody I know, because they're so innocent. They have no idea, and they're being killed for no reason. So, for stupid reasons. But yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah,
I'm excited for you to see episode 3.
Yeah. So,
grab a drink,
grab a snack, and enjoy.
Oh, King's Landing.
Welcome, Lord Stark. Grand Maester Pycelle has called a meeting of the small council. The honor of your presence is requested.
Get the girls settled in. I'll be back in time for supper. Jory, you go with them.
Yes, my lord.
If you'd like to change into something more appropriate.
Like what? These are my clothes, man. Deal with it. Wonder why they wear their cloaks like that under one arm.
Yeah.
Thank the gods you're here, Stark. About time we had some stern northern leadership.
Glad to see you're protecting the throne.
Steady, old thing. How many king's asses have polished it, I wonder? What's the line? The king shits and the hand wipes.
Very handsome armor.
A mess.
Not a scratch on it.
I know. People have been swinging at me for years, but they always seem to miss.
Choosing your opponents wisely, then.
I have a knack for it. Must be strange for you coming into this room. I'm standing right here when it happened. It was very brave, your father too. He didn't deserve to die like that. Nobody deserves to die like that.
We just stood there and watched.
500 men just stood there and watched. All the great knights of the 7 kingdoms. You think anyone said a word, lifted a finger? No, Lord Stark. 500 men, and this room was silent as a crypt. Except for the screams, of course. The Mad King laughing. And later, when I watched the Mad King die, I remembered him laughing as your father burned. It felt like justice.
Is that what you tell yourself at night? You're a servant of justice. You were avenging my father when you shoved your sword in Aerys Targaryen's back.
Tell me, if I stabbed the Mad King in the belly instead of the back, would you admire me more?
You served him well, and serving was safe.
I love that banter.
Yeah.
That was really good. They hate each other.
Lord Stark.
Lord Varys.
I was grievously sorry to hear of your troubles on the King's Road. We are all praying for Prince Joffrey's full recovery.
Shame you didn't say a prayer for the butcher's son. Renly, you looking well?
And you look tired from the road. I told them this meeting could wait another day, but...
But we have a kingdom to look after. I've hoped to meet you for some time, Lord Stark. No doubt Lady Catelyn has mentioned me.
She has, Lord Baelish. I understand you knew my brother Brandon as well.
All too well. I still carry a token of his esteem, from navel to collarbone.
Perhaps you chose the wrong man to duel with.
Well, it wasn't the man that I chose, my lord. It was Catelyn Tully, a woman worth fighting for. I'm sure you'll agree.
I humbly beg your pardon, my Lord Stark.
Grand Maester,
How many years has it been? You were a young man.
you served another king.
Oh, how forgetful of me. This belongs to you now. Should we begin?
Without the king?
Winter may be coming, but I'm afraid the same cannot be said for my brother.
His Grace has many cares. He entrusts some small matters to us that we might lighten the load.
We are the lords of small matters here.
Instructs us to stage a tournament in honor of Lord Stark's appointment as Hand of the King.
How much?
40,000 gold dragons to the champion, 20,000 to the runner-up, 20,000 to the winning archer.
Can the Treasury bear such expense?
I'll have to borrow it. The Lannisters will accommodate, I expect. We already owe Lord Tywin 3 million gold. What's another
Oh my
80,000?
Are you telling me the crown is 3 million in debt?
I'm telling you the crown is 6 million.
Oh
in
my
debt.
How could you let this happen?
The Master of Coin finds the money, the king and the hand spend it.
I will not believe John Arryn allowed Robert to bankrupt the realm.
Lord Arryn gave wise and prudent advice, but I fear his Grace doesn't always listen.
Counting coppers, he calls it.
I'll speak to him tomorrow. This tournament is an extravagance we cannot afford.
As you will, but still, we'd best make our plan.
There will be no plans until I speak to Robert. Forgive me, my lords. I had a long ride.
You are the King's hand, Lord Stark. We serve at your pleasure.
Ow. Please, it's nearly healed.
It's ugly.
2 little
The
bites.
king should have
Oh,
scars.
come on.
You fought off a dire. You're a warrior, like your father.
I'm not like him. I didn't fight off anything. It bit me, and all I did was scream. And the 2 Stark girls saw it, both of them.
That's not true. You killed the beast. You only spared the because of the love you...
In this time, princes and kings having scars would show strength.
Totally.
Someday,
But
you'll sit on the
she's
throne and the
just
truth will
make
be what you
up
make
a
it.
story, and people will believe it. Say
Do I have to
whatever
marry
you
her?
want.
Yes, she's very beautiful and young. And if you don't like her, you only need to see her on formal occasions and when the time comes to make little princes and princesses. And if you'd rather fuck painted whores, you'll fuck painted whores.
Jesus.
If you'd rather lie with noble virgins, so be it. You are my darling boy, and the world will be exactly as you want it.
She is so bad.
Jeez.
Do something nice for the Stark girl.
I don't want to.
No, but you will. The occasional kindness will spare you all sorts of trouble down the road.
We allow the Northerners too much power. They consider themselves our equals.
How would you handle them?
I double their taxes and command them to supply 10,000 men to the Royal Army.
The Royal Army.
Why should every lord command his own men? It's primitive. No better than the hill tribes, we should have a standing army of men loyal to the crown, trained by experienced soldiers instead of a mob of peasants who've never held pikes in their
He's
lives.
a child. He doesn't know.
And if the Northerners rebel?
Seize Winterfell and install someone loyal to the realm as Warden of the North. Uncle Kevin, maybe.
And these 10,000 Northern troops, would they fight for you or their lord?
For me, I'm their king.
You've just invaded their homeland. Ask them to kill their brothers.
And doubled
I'm
their
not asking.
taxes.
The North cannot be held, not by an outsider.
I mean, it's
too
hard to
big and
trust
too
people,
wide.
but
When the
geez.
winter comes, the seven
So-
gods together couldn't save you and your royal army. A good king knows when to save his strength and when to destroy his enemies.
So you agree?
Could Jeffrey
Starks
be
are enemies.
And her
the
direwolf.
twins'
Everyone
son?
who is...
I'm sorry?
Could
Is
Jeffrey be the twin son?
Enough of that,
Could
young
be.
lady.
I mean, he is kinda stupid, and incest leads to
And
stupid
the
people.
mentally challenged children.
Killed your friend.
Yeah, and birth defects and...
I mean, he doesn't really look like the king at all.
True.
So,
Yeah.
What's happening here?
Aya would rather act like a beast than a lady.
Go to your room. We'll speak later.
Oh, gosh.
Homemaker makes all of Princess Marcella's toys. Don't you like it?
I haven't played with dolls since I was 8. May I be excused?
Oh, you've barely eaten a thing.
I probably
It's all
wouldn't
right.
be able to eat either.
Go on. War was easier than daughters.
War is easier than that.
May I come in?
No, just come in anyway then. She backed up, I guess.
Whose sword is that?
Mine.
Give it to me. I know this Maker's Mark. This is Micken's work. Where did you get this? This is no toy. Little lady shouldn't play with swords.
I wasn't playing, and I don't want to be a lady.
I love Arya.
What do you want with this?
It's called Needle.
A blade with a name. And who are you hoping to skewer with Needle? Your sister? Do you know the first thing about sword fighting?
Sticking with the point.
That's the essence of it.
That's the essence of it, yes.
Trying to learn. I asked Micah to practice with me. I asked him. It was my fault.
No.
Oh, sweet girl. No, no. You didn't kill the butcher's boy.
I hate them. I hate all of them. The Hound, the Queen and the King, and Joffrey and Sansa.
Sansa was dragged before the king and queen and asked to call the prince a liar.
So was I. He is a liar.
Darling, listen to me.
Too strong.
Sansa will be married to Joffrey someday. She cannot betray him. She must take his side, even when he's wrong.
But how can you let her marry someone like that?
Good question.
Because that's what the king wants.
You're a Stark of Winterfell. You know our words.
You can't really go against the king.
Right.
Even if he is your buddy.
Right.
You were born in the
It
long
also
summer.
didn't sound like a question when he asked. It's like,
But
we're
now
going to
winter
just do
is truly
this.
coming, and in the winter, we must protect ourselves. Look after one another. Sansa is your sister.
I don't hate her. Not really.
I don't want to frighten you, but I won't lie to you either. We've come to a dangerous place. We cannot fight a war amongst ourselves. Right? Go on.
Kind of
it's
the
yours.
same speech Cersei just gave Joffrey. Like, we have to stick
I can
together.
keep it.
Yep.
So it's us against
Try
others.
not to stab your sister with it. If you're going to own a sword, you better know how to use it.
Don't listen to it. Crows are all liars. I know a story about a crow.
I hate your stories.
I know a story about a boy who hated stories. I could tell you about Sir Duncan the Tall. Those were always your favourites.
Those weren't my favourite. My favourites were the scary ones.
Oh, my
You
sweet
guys
summer
love scary
child.
movies
What
too.
do you know about
Or scary
fear?
stories. You guys always
Fear
love me
is for the
telling scary
winter,
stories.
when the
probably why
snows fall
I love
100
scary
feet
movies.
deep.
Yeah.
Fear is for the long night, when the sun hides for years, and children are born and live and die, all in darkness. That is the time for fear, my little lord, when the White Walkers move through the woods. Thousands of years ago, there came a night that lasted a generation. Kings froze to death in their castles, same as the shepherds in their huts.
Back.
And women smothered their babies rather than see them starve, and wept and felt the tears freeze on their cheeks. So is this the sort of story that you like? In that darkness, the White Walkers came for the first time. They swept through cities and kingdoms, riding their dead horses, hunting with their packs of pale spiders, big as hounds.
So, have they really been gone for thousands of years, or have they just gone underground and grew their army?
Get your supper, I want some
Good question. Where are they? I mean, obviously, we saw one of them killed.
I guess we didn't
human.
technically see what they look like, but it was one.
It
was in the dark.
The sky is blue because we live inside the eye of a blue-eyed giant named Macumba.
Maybe we do.
How do you feel? You still don't remember anything?
Oh, damn. Of course.
I've seen you climb 1,000 times. In the wind, in the rain, 1,000 times. You never fall.
I did, though.
Poor kid.
It's true, isn't it? What Maester Lewin says about my legs.
No.
I'd rather be dead.
Don't ever say that.
I'd rather be dead.
The kid.
Yeah, she
no
made
idea.
it, I think. Is that her?
Yeah.
Fewer eyes back here, my lady. Still too many.
9 years since I set foot in the capital, and no one knew who I was the last time I came either.
Lady.
Welcome to King's Landing, Lady Stark. Would you mind following us?
I would. We've done nothing wrong.
We've been
How
instructed
did
to
they know
escort
she
you
was
into the
there?
city.
Instructed? I don't know who's providing your instructions, but...
Follow me, Lady Stark.
Cats.
Oh.
Go on.
Oh, at
Upstairs.
least they're dressed.
You little worm! You take me for some back alley Sally you can drag into a...
I meant no disrespect to you, of all people.
How dare you bring me here? Have you lost your mind?
No one will come looking for you here, isn't that what you wanted? Truly sorry about the locale.
How did you know I was coming to King's Landing?
A dear friend told me.
Lord Ferris.
Lord Varys.
To see you again after so many years is a blessing. Your poor hand.
How did you know I was coming?
Knowledge is my trade, my lady. Did you bring the dagger with you by
Oh
any
my
chance?
god, they know everything.
My little birds are even in the north. They whisper to me The strangest story. Valerian steel.
Do you know whose dagger this is?
Dagger like this in all of the Seven Kingdoms. It's mine.
Yours?
At least it was.
Little
until the
singer.
tournament on Prince Joffrey's last name day. I bet on Sir Jaime in the jousting, as any sane man would. When the Knight of the Flowers unseated him, I lost this dagger.
To whom?
Tyrion Lannister, the imp.
If that were a real sword, you'd be...
Poor Tyrion. He's always getting blamed for shit.
Well, it's easy. That's the kind of world that they're in, where any sort of disabled person,
Right. It's easy
anyone who is different from everyone else can be blamed
Yeah.
for anything is wrong.
Next!
He's good.
Let's do down. Oh yeah, let's try
Lord Snow,
to
appears you're the least useless
there.
person here. Go clean yourselves up. Only so much I can stomach in a day.
Charming man.
I don't need him to be charming. I need him to turn this bunch of thieves and runaways into men of the Night's Watch.
And how's that going, Commander Mormont?
Slowly. A raven came for Ned Stark's son.
Mormont.
What?
Mormont.
Mormont?
Good news or bad?
Both.
You know that name.
Lord Stark.
Yeah, I'm thinking of it.
Give you this earlier. So forgetful these days. A raven from Winterfell this morning.
Good news? Perhaps you'd like to share it with your wife.
My wife is in Winterfell.
Is she?
Well, okay.
I thought that she'd be safest in here. One of several such establishments I own.
You're a funny man. Huh? A very funny man.
Ned!
The hell are you doing over there?
Starks, quick tempers, slow minds.
Broke my nose, busted.
It's an improvement. Throw you over the wall. I wonder how long it'd take you to hit.
I wonder if they'd find you before the wolves did.
What you looking at, half-man?
Thieves and murderers, you have to be careful
looking at
around
you.
these guys.
Yes, you've got an interesting face. Very distinctive face, all of you.
And what do you care about our faces?
It's just, I think they would look marvelous decorating spikes in King's Landing. Perhaps I'll write to my sister, the Queen, about it.
We'll talk later, Lord Snow. Everybody knew what this place was. No one told me. No one but you. My father knew, and he left me to rot at the wall all the same.
Gren's father left him too, outside a farmhouse when he was 3. Pip was caught stealing a wheel of cheese his little sister hadn't eaten in 3 days. He was given a choice, his right hand or the wall. I've been asking the Lord Commander about them. Fascinating story.
They hate me because I'm better than they are.
It's a lucky thing none of them were trained by a master-at-arms
True.
like your Sir Roderick. Don't imagine any of them have ever held a real sword before they came here. Oh. Your brother Bran has woken up.
The mere suggestion that the Queen's brother tried to kill your boy would be considered treason.
We have proof. We have the blade.
Which Lord Tyrion will say was stolen from him. The only man who could say otherwise has no throat, thanks to your boy's wolf.
Victor has promised to help us find.
I don't know. I don't trust him. He just gives me weird vibes.
Yeah.
Try to keep you alive, for her sake.
Something just off about him.
Been able to refuse your wife anything.
I won't forget this. You're a true friend.
Don't tell anyone. I have a reputation to maintain.
How could you be so stupid?
Calm down.
He's a child, 10 years old. What were you thinking?
I was thinking of us. A bit late to start complaining about it now. What has the boy told
He said nothing. He remembers nothing.
Then what are you raving about?
What if it comes back to him? He tells his father what he saw.
We'll say he was lying. We'll say he was dreaming. We'll say whatever we like. I think we can outfox a 10-year-old. I'll go to war with them if I have to. They can write a ballad about it. The war for Cersei's coat.
Let me go. Let me go.
Won't talk. And if he does, I'll kill him. Him, Ned Stark, the king, the whole bloody lot of them until you and I are the only people left in this world.
It's disgusting.
I know, it's so gross.
It makes it even worse that they're twins.
I know.
Just.
I wish I could see the girls.
It's
I
too
can't
dangerous.
imagine
Just
how
for a
that
moment.
even starts.
Until we know who our enemies
Wild.
are.
I know they did it, Ned. The Lannisters in my bones. I know it.
Littlefinger's right. I can't do anything without proof.
And if you find the proof?
Then I bring it to Robert and hope he's still the man I once knew. You watch yourself on the road, huh? That temper of yours is a dangerous thing.
My temper? God's be good. You nearly killed poor little finger yesterday.
He still loves
So
you.
cute.
Does he?
Off with you.
See her go. I'm sure he is. Yeah. Scared for her and everything.
It's been a long time, but I still remember every face. You remember your first? How do you do it?
Lance through the heart.
Quick one. Lucky for you. Mine was some Tarly boy at the Battle of Summerhall. My horse took an arrow, so I was on foot slogging through the mud. He came running at me, this dumb, high-born lad, thinking he could end the rebellion with a single swing of his sword. I knocked him down with the hammer. Gods, I was strong then. Caved in his breastplate. Probably shattered every rib he had. Stood over him, hammer in the air. Right before I brought it down, he shouted, "Wait! Wait!" To the battle with the smart boys, and today his wife would be making him miserable, his sons would be ingrates, and he'd be waking 3 times in the night to piss into a bowl. Wine! Lancel. Gods, what a stupid name. Lancel Lannister.
Hello.
Who named you? Some half-wit with a stutter. What are you doing?
It's empty, Your Grace.
What do you mean it's empty?
There's no more wine.
Is that what empty means? So get more. Tell your cousin to get in here. Kingslayer, get in here. Surrounded by Lannisters. Every time I close my eyes, I see their blonde hair and their smug, satisfied faces. Must wound your
They
pride.
do have smug
Standing out
faces.
there like glorified sentry. Jaime Lannister, son of the mighty Tywin, forced to mind the door while your king eats and drinks and shits and fucks. So come on, we're telling war stories. Who was your first kill, not counting old men?
One of the outlaws in the Brotherhood. I was there that day. You were only a squire, 16 years old. You killed Sam and Toyne with the counter riposte. Best move I ever saw.
Good fighter, Toyne, but he lacked stamina.
You're outlaw. Any last words?
I cut his head off, so no.
What about Aerys Targaryen?
Somehow.
What did the Mad King say when you stabbed him in the back? Never asked. Call you a traitor? Plead for a reprieve?
He said the same thing he'd been saying for hours. Burn them all. If that's all, Your Grace.
Burn them all. Still traveling.
Do the Dothraki buy their slaves?
The Dothraki don't believe in money. Most of their slaves were given to them as gifts.
From whom?
If you rule a city and you see the horde approaching, you have 2 choices. Pay tribute or fight. An easy choice for most. Of course, sometimes it's not enough. Sometimes a Khal feels insulted by the number of slaves he's given. He might think the man too weak or the woman too ugly. Sometimes a Khal decides his riders haven't had a good fight in months and need the practice.
Tell them all to stop.
You want the entire horde to stop? For how long?
Until I command them otherwise.
You're learning to talk like a queen.
Not a queen. A Khaleesi.
She's really getting to the role.
Yep.
Like, into her position. She's feeling it.
You dare! You give commands to me! To me! You do not command the dragon. I am Lord of the 7 Kingdoms. I don't take orders from savages or their sluts. Do you hear me?
Oh shit!
Rakaro asked if you want him dead, Khaleesi. No! Rakaro say you should take ear to teach respect. Please don't hurt
That
him.
looks like Matt. He's a jerk. He's an ass.
Tell him I don't want my brother harmed. Khaleesi vasalo memenem asisa.
شفكي
Woman,
kill these Dothraki dogs!
I
am your king!
Shall we return to the Khalasar, Khaleesi?
Yeah, learn your place. Looks like winter's here.
Yeah.
Oh, they are at the mall as well, though.
Yeah.
He's so cute. He's a handsome guy. I want to go up on the wall. That'd be awesome. I'm a little afraid of heights, but not as much as other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah, I'm scared of heights.
Maybe because I'm so damn short.
I wanted to be here when you saw it for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving this morning.
You're leaving?
I'm the first ranger. My job is out there. There have been disturbing reports.
What kind of reports?
Kind I don't want to believe.
I'm ready. I won't let you down.
You're not going. You're no ranger, John.
But I'm better than every other.
Better than no one. Here, a man gets what he earns. When he earns it.
Right.
I speak when I return.
Earn your place. You're like all equal when you go there. Like no one's lord or any better than the rest. I mean, although he's been treated poorly.
You're joking. And his brain, guts, his lungs, and his heart all fried in his own fat.
He still was treated better.
When you're 100 miles north of the wall and you ate your last meal a week ago, you leave nothing for the wolves.
And how do a bear's balls taste?
Bit chewy. What about you, my lord? What's the strangest thing you've eaten?
Do Dornish girls count? So, you roam the Seven Kingdoms, collaring pickpockets and horse thieves and bringing them here as eager recruits.
Aye. Well, it's not all of them's done bad things. Some of them's just poor lads looking for steady feed. Some of them's high-born lads looking for glory.
They have a better chance finding feed than glory.
The Night's Watch is a joke to you, is it? Is that what we are, Lannister? An army of jesters in black?
You don't have enough men to be an army, and aside from Yoren here, none of you are particularly funny.
I hope we provided you with some good stories to tell when you're back in King's Landing. It's something to think about while you're drinking your wine down there, enjoying your brothel. Half the boys you've seen training will die north of the wall.
Might be a wildling's axe that gets them. His sickness. Might just be the cold. Die in pain. And they do it so plump little lords like you can enjoy their summer afternoons in peace and comfort.
Do you think I'm plump?
I don't think he's plump.
Benjen, may I call you Benjen?
Call me what you like.
I'm not sure what I've done to offend you. I have great admiration for the Night's Watch. I have great admiration for you as First Ranger.
You know, my brother once told me that nothing someone says before the word really counts.
But I don't believe that giants and ghouls and white walkers are lurking beyond the wall. I believe that. The only difference between us and the wildling, that when that wall went up, our ancestors happened to live on the right side of it.
You're right. The wildlings are no different from us. A little rougher, maybe, but they're made of meat. I know how to track them and I know how to kill them. Not the wildlings giving me sleepless nights. You've never been north of the wall, so don't tell me what's out there.
You going below? Keep well, keep warm.
Enjoy the cap.
Oh, I always do.
It's gotta be so cold in those rooms. I don't care about the
He's
fire.
starting to like me.
The windows are open, like it's winter outside.
Going below.
Aye, into the tunnel and out the other side. He'll be north of the wall for a month or two.
So, you're heading down to King's Landing too?
Day after tomorrow. I get about half of my recruits from their dungeons.
Let's share the road. Could use some decent company.
I travel a bit on the grubby side, my lord.
Not this time. We'll be staying at the finest castles and inns. No one turns away a Lannister.
At Jaka.
At Jahakar.
At Jahaka.
Ath Jahakar.
At Jahakar.
Yes, Khaleesi.
What are you doing?
When was last time you bleed, Khaleesi? You change, Khaleesi. Me ashasava vesufun.
Uh-oh. These braggers.
For a man on horseback, the curved blade is a good thing. Easier to handle. It's a good weapon for a Dothrak-Khan. But a man in full plate, sorry, Tawako. The Arak won't get through the steel. That's where the broadsword has the advantage. Designed for piercing blade.
Dothraki fuq ondeo xorita u kofis.
Armor.
Armor make a man
slow.
Slow.
It's true. It also keeps a man alive.
Avia niezo anan o ladjatan. Mezo anan modikar asi atuk.
Ana rechar mehevi la jakahon hakaso.
Mito traku on torka kalibaro. Nojina vieri jorandali.
He still is. Man of great honor, and I betrayed him.
Oh, I don't know if you heard, but his name is Jorah Mormont.
Jorah Mormont?
Mormont.
Mormont, not the guy from The Wall.
Yes, it's his father.
Oh.
I don't think she wants to be dog.
Khaleesi have baby inside her. It is true. She does not bleed for 2 moons. Her belly start to swell. Does not want to eat horse.
I'll have the boys butcher a goat for supper. I need to ride to Quahog. Don't worry, I'll catch you. The hoard's easy to find.
Yeah.
I could just hold my sword out and let you do the work for me.
Thinks he's teaching him.
Yeah, that's nice.
Have you seen Lord Tyrion? 8. No. 9. All of them brief. Well, they say the winter of my birth was 3 years long, Maester Aemon.
This summer has lasted 9, but reports from the Citadel tell us the days grow shorter. Starks are always right eventually. Winter is coming. This one will be long, and dark things will come with it.
We've been capturing wildlings, more every month, fleeing south. The ones who flee say they've seen the White Walkers.
Yes, the fishermen of Lannisport say they see mermaids.
One of our own rangers swore he saw them kill his companions. He swore it right up to the moment Ned Stark chopped his head off.
The Night's Watch is the only thing standing between the realm and what lies beyond. And it has become an army of undisciplined boys and tired old men. There are less than 1,000 of us now. We can't man the other castles on the wall. We can't properly patrol the wilderness. We've barely enough resources to keep our lads armed and fed.
Your sister sits by the side of the king. Tell her we need help.
When winter does come, gods help us all if we're not ready.
I love the color, the different colors of those eggs.
Yeah.
Merak,
Kufino Sayanese.
Anna, Genesa.
Oh, that's what he said he wanted to do.
I'm sorry to see you leave, Lannister.
It's either me or this cold, and it doesn't appear to be going anywhere.
Will you stop at Winterfell on your way south?
I expect I will. Gods know there aren't many feather beds between here and King's Landing.
If you see my brother Bran, tell him I miss him. Tell him I'd visit if I could.
Of course.
I'll never walk again.
If you're going to be a cripple, better to be a rich cripple.
That's a good point.
Take care, Snow.
Farewell, my lord.
I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's funny.
You are late, boy. Tomorrow you will be here at midday.
Who are you?
Your dancing master, Syrio Forel.
Syrio Forel.
Tomorrow you will catch it. Now
Mhm.
pick it up. That is not the way, boy. It is not a great sword that is needing 2 hands to swing it.
It's too heavy.
It is heavy as it needs to be to make you strong. Just so. 1 hand is all that is needed. Now you are standing all wrong. Turn your body side face. Yes. So, you are skinny. That is good. The target is small. Now the grip, let me see. Yes. The grip must be delicate.
What if I drop it?
The steel must be part of your arm. Can you drop part of your arm? No. 9 years, Syrio Forel was first sword to the Sea Lord of Bravos. He knows these things. You must listen to me, boy.
I'm a girl.
Boy, girl, you are a sword. That is all. That is the grip. You are not holding a battle axe. You are holding
a needle.
Yes, so. Now we will begin the dance. Remember, child, this is not the dance of the Westeros we are learning. The knight's dance. Hacking and hammering. This is the Bravos dance. The water dance. It is swift and sudden. All men are made of water.
Obviously.
Yeah. Do you know this? If you pierce them, the water leaks out and they die. Now you will try to strike me. Up.
No 2 hands. Still using 2 hands. He's stubborn.
Oh, dead.
He has a strong mind.
Very dead.
What a good dad.
Yeah.
He's such a good. I mean, not very many men would do that for their daughters. I love that so much.
Yeah.
That he did that for her.
Yeah, it's very good.
He recognized that she wasn't the princess type, the
Yeah,
lady
and
type.
supported her.
Yeah, he's really supportive. It just makes you want to cry. So dumb.
I do like that we got a lot more of Jon Snow and a little bit more of Tyrion too.
Yeah, yeah.
I could already tell that he's a good person.
Mm-hmm.
And that might be because he is a dwarf.
Yeah.
If he wasn't, he may be a lot more like the other Lannisters.
Like his brother and sister.
Yeah. But because he is a dwarf, he's seen kind of the other side to what the Lannisters are. They're just perfect in their own eyes, you know?
Yeah.
It seems like, at least.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I like that.
Well, oftentimes when people are abused or bullied, they'll either go one of two ways. They'll become gentler and empathetic to other people, or they'll lash out and be bad.
Yeah.
And so he's gone the good way, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Looks like.
Yeah.
A good person.
That knife is apparently his now, so I want to see how that continues, where that comes into play, because I don't think he would have done that. It sounds like it was Jaime Lannister's, like he kind of admitted it to Cersei, right? That's her name?
She said, how could you
do this?
Yeah.
He's a 10-year-old, you know? So it sounds like it is his doing. I just would like to know how he did it, how
the blade came
yeah,
into play.
how did he get it from Tyrion? Tyrion? Yeah.
Tyrion, or
did he give it to him?
Littlefinger, because Littlefinger said it was his.
Yeah.
So is Littlefinger in on it?
Yeah.
Is he working with the Lannisters?
Yeah.
Him loving Catelyn so much, would he try to kill her son? It is confusing.
Yeah, very confusing.
Makes you question a lot.
We didn't get a lot of Sansa. We got a little bit of how she's reacting to all of this. Not eating, she's depressed, and I think that will continue. And she'll start to see how bad the prince is. He's not the prince that she thought and wanted.
Right.
And I'm excited to see that realization and how she continues with that and how that pretty much goes from there. Pretty much.
Well, his mother is such a bitch and a liar.
I hate her so much.
I know. She's so evil. It's no wonder that he is a bad guy too, whether he's incest or not.
Yeah.
He was gonna end up like that anyway.
Yeah.
Because of how, you can be anything you want. You can make whatever story up you want. Because people will believe it because you said it. You know. You are the king. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
I'm excited to see what happens next.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I can't remember what happens in the next episode, but
so check us out on Patreon. We are going to try to start posting our full reactions there, as well as exclusive stuff, so go check us out there. It will be linked in the description, as well as it is on our channel page
down below.
Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching. Bye.
Bye.